So very good morning to everyone.
Good morning.
I am delighted to join this, faculty development program from InnovationNext, which Jay Bhadwa sir is, associated as has lined up this program in consent with Praveen Rajpal sir, who is been very keen to be, with our organization to make us more innovative in various latest technologies, which is across the globe he is attached with. So I'm very delighted in that way to start this FDP. And before moving ahead, I'd like to thank our management, especially who has given us this platform, has attached with such a great organization, along with Director Sir, Dr. Dheeraj Gupta ji, who has initiated and the concept this should be brought into notice in front of all the faculty members and all the researchers and good senior people who can help themselves, their department, as well as the students to give a platform and understand exactly that what all the latest technologies, tools, development tools, and all we can acknowledge, register, download, and whatsoever. There are many platforms which Praveen sir will make us understand and make us user friendly. So I'm very thankful to you, Praveen sir, to be with us today to give us a brief about your innovations that you have come across. Before starting with your lecture, I would like to invite our respected director, sir, Dr. Dheeraj Gupta ji, to welcome and introduce and share his few words, his vision related to this innovation network. Dheeraj sir, you are over to you, sir.
Thank you, Vikas.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
First of all, I would like to welcome on behalf of GNOIT family, Mr. Praveen Rajpal and Mr. Jay Bhardwaj. Dear faculty members, we have already heard so many times about innovation, startups, and entrepreneurship. We have done earlier many seminars on these areas, but it's a high time to take some initiatives in this direction. So this is a very good opportunity that we have a Mr. Praveen Rajpal with us. And it's basically InnovationNext is what? It is basically open innovation platform which provides a tech solutions for innovation and startups to connect with the most innovative countries' technology providers. They connect Indian companies, universities, and startups with solution providers of latest technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, drones, advanced robotics, augmented reality, Internet of Things, and many more for developing breakthrough products, services, and business models. So they have developed world's largest online global innovation platform, which brings together technology promotion brands of most innovative countries, high-tech companies, research and innovation-driven universities, best of startups, incubators, accelerators, research institutions, commercialization centers, and what I cannot explain in few words. Mr. Praveen Rajpal is basically will elaborate all the things, and you have to take the benefit of this session. We know that students are having a lot of energy and ideas. So first we are conducting this faculty development program for us to understand the things. And that's finally we have to apply all the things and give the guidance to the students also. So I am really thankful, Rajpal sir, that you have given your time. And let us start the session. Vikas,
Yes, sir.
Give some opportunity for the faculty or seniors to, if they have some queries, right?
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Thank you so much, and you can go
Right.
ahead. Thank you, Vikas.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So much.
Thank you.
Before handing over to Praveen, sir, I'd like to give a brief about him, that he has contributed a lot into the entire globe in the research areas. He has been ranked #1 in open innovation by Thinkers 360, which is a USA-based company. and which ranks global thought leaders. Again, he has been ranked as #1 in EdTech by Thinkers 360, the USA company which ranked global again thought leaders. He has been awarded lot many honors, and in the media also he has been into from long time. He is a founder of InnovationNext, as we all know, which is a market leader in digital transformation of innovation. He is selected as a distinguished innovator of the world by EIS 19 Australia. He is also a pioneer of 5-in-1 Industry 4.0, which is innovation center which changed the education system of India. He has set up 30 Industry 4.0 centers at leading universities in US and in various leading universities in India also. A business model has been replicated by many countries, which he has introduced in India. That's we are really fortunate to have him here, basically for creating and developing some startups, innovation ideas, and many more, which is going to give us a brief about the development tools or the design, or innovative thoughts that can be utilized using his platforms. So over to you, sir, and let's see that how much
Thank
session is
you
over.
very much. Thank you.
Some faculties may be invited for that. Over to you,
very
sir.
much. Thank you very much, Professor Vikas, for the kind words. Truly humbled, and really, Dr. Dheeraj, for your presence today, and also really trying to sum up everything in a nutshell as to what we do, and that saved really a lot of time of ours. And I'm sure the next 1 hour or so, will definitely add a great amount of value to all the professors who are present today, and for the benefit of the smoothness of the session, I request everybody to please mute themselves, and there will be a time for the questions and answers that will be at the end, so that the flow is not interrupted. This meeting is also being recorded, so if you have any questions and answers after the session is over, we would definitely invite you to please share your thoughts, your views, or any of the points that you would like to clarify. So welcome once again. There are people still joining in, so I can see a very good presence. About 100 people today, 98 people to be precise, are here. So basically we had shared the mail with everybody, and I think this mail is here, where the link for accessing the World Innovation Network, which is there right now on your screen, was shared by all. So I hope you all have got this link, which is the private link for GNIT, the Pearl Trees link. I would request everybody to please click on this, and the moment you click on this link on your laptop, what you will see is this platform. So I hope everybody has got it, and if you do not have still got that link, I would request that you please get it from Dr. Dheeraj, and we had shared with the management. So first of all, I'm very thankful to the management for subscribing to the World Innovation Network platform, which is being used by many leading universities today, many innovative universities today, including Lovely Professional, Birla Institute of Technology, Terry School of Business, Kirloskars, Thapars, VIT, and many more, to name a few. So this whole platform that you can see here, is the World Innovation Network platform. Basically, you will see there are 5,400 items divided into 10 sections. But let us begin with section number 1, which is the most important section for you to download the tools. So as you see on the screen, section number 1 is about the tools that we have provided to you, and everybody must download it on their laptops for their future reference. If you see this section here, the golden cube section, I can click on this, which is the tools for download. You will find that there are various tools which have to be downloaded over here. So one is the first one is called the 3D idea generators. The first one, if you click here, although the procedure is given over here, 3D idea generators installation procedures, you can go through, but for your very easy reference, I'm just telling you that you can download all the 3D idea generators by clicking on this Google Drive link. So as you click over here, and click further, it takes you to the Google Drive, and you can see here 3D idea generators. Click on this arrow and just say the download button. The moment you press the download button, the files start zipping, and you can simply extract the files from there. So very simple. There is no problem, in the downloads. Next, if you go here, not the other sections are basically if you want to download these idea generators individually. Sometimes it may so happen that you want to individually download them. So this is basically for downloading each and every file, right? So the choice is yours. How do you want to actually download? And the third section is for downloading on the smartphones. But before that, you have to download this SWF software. So this is as far as the downloading of the idea generators are concerned. You can go back and go to number 2, which is called the ready to use mind mapping templates. This is the true asset that we provide to you. The guided mind maps, although the procedure is given here, the second link which says download all ready to use mind maps through Google Drive, click here, and if you go and click there, you can simply go here and download all the files, right? But let me tell you this, when you download all the files, step 1 and step 2, which is basically about Java and Xmind software, will not be required anymore, because we have provided to you the latest version of the Xmind software, which you can download from here. So this says download Xmind, because without the Xmind, the ready to use mind mapping templates will not work. So please click over here and go to the Xmind software, the first one for the PCs, and download the free version, which says free download over here. Only when you download this Xmind software, you will find that you are able to work with the ready to use mind mapping templates that we have provided to you. So this is very, very important. And as you download this, the files that you have downloaded earlier, which means this entire Google Drive file that you have downloaded earlier, you don't need step 1 and step 2 procedure, because that is only required for the older versions of the Windows, like prior to Windows 7, etc. But I'm sure everybody is using the latest version. So step 1 and step 2 can be ignored. You can straight away go to open the mind maps. So this is basically as far as the downloading procedures of the important tools are concerned. Now, let me take you to the actual tools, which you will see once you have downloaded this. The other tools are direct downloads, assessment software and Premium Pro presentations, can be directly downloaded, which means if I want to download, through Google Drive option is also there. But there are also any presentation that a student or any professor wants to download, he can simply see which presentation do you want. And supposing you want to see the new age mindsets over here, there is a download icon given over here. These are direct downloads. You can, the moment you click over here, the download will start. So this is basically, the platform for you, the first section as to how to download these tools. The other 9 sections are basically linkages that we have provided in the mind maps itself. You will see as I explained to you. Now, when you see the mind maps, for example, the moment you have downloaded the mind maps in a typical conventional way, are basically cases where students have to develop the mind maps. That is a very, very important development that we have done over here. In this case, the students do not have to struggle to create a mind map. The problem was the students were, coming up with the ideas and the solutions in a very haphazard manner. So this series of mind maps will guide them in every direction. The moment you see this mind map here now, it is extremely important. How do I first of all find out as to what are the needs of the MNCs? Before you define a problem or before you start an innovation, we must know what is the need of the industry. And this is how this helps you. Now, if you see this chain, which is given here, is linked to the World Innovation Network, right? As you click here, you will find that the needs of all the multinational corporations are given over here. They are, in this one sheet, depending upon whichever sector you want to actually go to. So if the student, before he starts the innovation, finds out the links, now, for example, FMCG needs, there would be some students who will be very keen to, in the FMCG sector. So they can simply go, click on this arrow and directly go on the accelerators by the FMCG companies. This section provides the students with all the links and, to the needs of the organizations. For example, Procter & Gamble, if you want to go inside this company today, you don't have to go to anybody else. The entire innovation ecosystem of Procter & Gamble is here. So this completely reduces your efforts of creating relationship as far as the industry academia is concerned. You can simply go and you see what they write here, connect and develop. This is in sharp contrast to research and develop. Innovation today is all about the connectivity, the collaborations. You don't have to start from scratch sometimes, So partnering for the mutual value, you can go inside this website and, you can see what is Procter & Gamble looking for. So here is the current needs. Click on this and you find that the open innovation in action. This innovation that we are talking about here is in sharp contrast to closed innovation practiced by many universities and the institutions, as a result of which their innovation do not see the light of the day. But as you know, that the students have ideas, they have energy, they have the passion, but what they do not have is the management experience to scale that up. They do not have the funding, they do not have the network, they do not have the testing platforms. So these companies, they provide all the support. So they say that we need oral, personal, and family care innovations. They see we need beauty and grooming innovations. This reduces the, I would say, product market fit problem that many of the students have today. And precisely for that reason, many of the innovations fail. This reduces the research time of the researchers, research scholars, and the faculty. Bhai, hum kis direction mein jayein? Which direction should we go in for our innovations, which will have a market tomorrow? So beauty and grooming innovations, home care innovations, packaging innovations. But if I want to know more, let us say oral, personal, family care innovations, I can click here and they say we have 16 current needs. This is a game changer. This is one of the most important things in the innovation journey. Your journey cannot begin unless you understand what the needs are there. So you can see so many technologies, so many areas in which Procter & Gamble is moving into today. So you can read more about it and submit your innovation, and P&G people get in touch with your university to ask you about the more details and how you can partner, they support your students, so on and so forth. This is a very important area that, before you start with any kind of, innovation, it is very important for you to understand with which need do you want to start. Some students would be very passionate about automotive needs. But what is the automotive platform in the World Innovation Network? Simply click here And the moment you click here, you will find that there are so many needs, and accelerators by BMW, by Honda accelerator, Toyota, they're all ready. For example, let us say what is Bosch needing today? One click and you are inside the Bosch ecosystem. And this platform is called Open Bosch. And they want to create a win-win partnership between Bosch and the startups. I mean, where would you find such a great opportunity today? Companies like Bosch are supporting the brilliant minds. And they say that we are your venture client partner for fast and cost-efficient innovations. So, they partner with you. And the most important thing is, the problems at universities that I observed was that many of the students have ideas, but they did not know how to actually, scale that up, how to actually move on with those ideas. So they provide you can sell your concept at a POC stage. If you don't want to proceed further, ideas are sold at every stage today. So this whole world innovation market network that we provide to you is not only for the needs. I think we provide you with the entire market space for innovation. You can, test the solution on the Bosch platform. You can speed up, network, and scale. And that is, I think, a game changer, which is very important in the innovation journey. And that is how they create a win-win. I mean, they say, what is in it for us? So if you want to partner, how do they invest? And so on. There are many other questions if you want to, see as to how they help you out. You can simply question, you can, click and find out the answers. So this whole network that you have over here, pharma needs, for example, there are many students in your university who would be very keen to take pharma. So, there are about 42 accelerators which are willing to help. I don't call them accelerators, I call them opportunities actually. There are 42 buyers of GNOIT ideas, which was very difficult for you because venture capital is not the end of the world. Who are the buyers of your ideas? So there was a time when students used to stop, stand in long queues for the jobs. This platform has completely reversed the whole queue, where you will find that the companies are standing in the queue. At which company actually, you want to go, whether you want to go to Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson or Bayer or AstraZeneca, Eli Lilly, Novartis, you can simply go and click on their accelerator sites to find out, because they're scouting for ideas, they're scouting for startups. There was a time when people used to scout for technologies, but today the larger forget about MNCs, even the larger medium-sized companies are looking to partner with the startups because they know this is the only way to grow. And the ideas, the platforms that they have provided to you. So what is Sanofi looking for? One click on Sanofi and I am inside Sanofi's ecosystem. So they ask you, do you have a disruptive healthcare solution? What a great, opportunity for the students today who have ideas today. They know the place where they have to go. And they say, you please check our needs. So you can check their needs. Look at the various needs they have provided. The platform, the entire open innovation system platform that they have created. And the needs that they provide to you. For example, somebody would be having an idea in the space of nutritional health, and they can go and see the needs in the space of nutritional health. So sustainable packaging solution, let us click on this. This is the market research I was telling you. So you know where to begin. You know what is the industry challenge. You know where exactly the problem is. So this huge problem of finding a product and a market fit issue, which was there, is completely avoided. So they say that, we are seeking sustainable packaging solutions and technologies for food supplements. cosmetics and pharmaceutical products, which should be 100% recyclable and biodegradable, compostable, etc. Further technical details have been given. And they say what we are not interested in, right? They're not interested in glass, so please forget about it. Very clear direction. So this whole mind map that you are seeing, it enables you to see the needs of so many organizations today. You want to know the needs of the energy companies today. Energy is going to be one of the biggest challenges in the coming time. There are 36 companies. So you have Shell, you have Illa Group, you have Total Energies, you have Petronas, you have, you can simply see, the whole world is looking for ideas today. So if you have a solution, there are 36 energy companies who are willing to invest and come out in a joint sort of a collaboration platforms with you. I can simply go click on any of these companies, and most of them, I'm very happy to say that, most of them are really eyeing on India, because India has become the world's third largest startup economy. Everybody is very bullish on India. The moment they come to know that this is from India, they're all eyes and ears. So find out how to partner with us. Click. We want to work with you together. And, you can see, discover our needs of the innovations that we have, the research that we have, and, the areas in which they need the platforms. So mechanical engineer to computing to storage to robotics and automation. There are so many professors, 100 professors here today. I'm sure, each one of them is looking for an opportunity to create some new solutions. And so manufacturing, for example, they can simply go and click here and, see what are the needs in the manufacturing areas today. So the focus right now is basically of that company, to come out with the 3D printing solutions. Right. So many success stories of the lighter pieces of the aeronautics or complex internal networks for cooling illustrate the potential of the process. Similarly, the wearable and smart objects. The good thing is that we support you with these kind of guided mind maps, as you will see later on. So the new assets, the advanced materials, I think it will be a great idea for you to begin a research. And almost, I would say that 99% of the students should be encouraged to work with an industry rather than, trying to come up with their own idea, because it will be very difficult to sell those ideas to the VCs later on. But here, if they work with these ideas, they know that these companies have done extensive research. Our idea of providing you with the connectivity with the whole system is to find out the needs. First of all, I can go back. So I have basically seen, what are the needs. Similarly, this number one, explore the global challenges, says that there are many challenges. So what are the challenges that the companies are facing today? This takes you to the challenges, and this takes you to the startup challenges on the World Innovation Network platform. Explore them. If you want to see the challenges on the World Innovation Network platform, who are the companies and what are their challenges? So let us say you want to find out the challenges of Unilever. Simply click here and see what the world is looking for. And they say they're inviting you to innovate with them. And so many challenges. For example, the waste-free world, right? Simply click here and you will see the list of challenges that the company today is trying to seek the solutions for, right? And as I told you that it's not just one company. You saw the sustainable packaging solution in the case of the previous company, right? Which was Sanofi, even Hindustan Lever. So that is why I say that once you discover a solution for one idea, there are possibilities that there are multiple companies from different domains standing to fund you. That is the beauty, because sustainable packaging for ice cream, for example, right? Who will provide you with these directions, right? So the key routes to the carbon neutral or regenerative packaging, the directions are very clear. So that is why I said that these are, mind maps, they begin with the challenges and the needs of the industry. The next is, how do we, resolve these challenges? Because students, they struggle to make the mind maps. So, we have provided a very scientific sort of a process for the students to resolve these challenges. First of all, they start with analytical thinking, right? The what, why, where, and when, etc. They can expand the what. What are the causes of the problem? And, why is this problem, first of all? Where it is there, when it is happening. And the best part is that, you can simply expand these ideas over here. And you can write your own points by just picking up the subtopic. So these mind maps are sharp contrast to mind maps which have to be created, and which is a struggle for the students. And everybody moves in a very haphazard way. So innovation, which was a very, very, I would say, unorganized space, as a result of these mind maps, you will find we have completely organized it. And you see how we have done that. The connection with the industry needs, the identification of the pain points, converting them into the gains, translating them into the products and services, creating business models and go-to-market strategies. So our whole process is very scientific. Creative thinking, for example. We all talk about creative thinking. But what is creative thinking? Now, if I know that there are these challenges, how can I resolve them? This chain over here takes you to a new mind map inside this. It says that creativity basically begins with imagination. So what is your free thinking? What are the 5 different levels of creativity that you want to adopt? Is it imitation, taking the idea from somewhere else? That is what I see happening in 99% of the cases. I'm sure you have watched Shark Tank. There was no original idea. I mean, the whole season I watched, and I was actually surprised that people are doing things which I've already done before. But innovation is not that. So how do we, move from imitation to variation to combination to transformation and original creations? That is the whole idea, because the higher is the level of creativity, the more are the chances of the breakthrough. Divergent thinking. How many ways can I solve this problem? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many ways? I just keep on writing my ideas here. But then ultimately I have to converge. Maybe, I pick up, 1 or 2 ideas from here and say my focus is basically this. The iterative thinking that many people don't know. You create iterations. And because once you do the iterations, the possibility of chance experiments, the trial and error which results into the accidental discoveries, and many of the innovations in the past have been the result of that. The serendipity is very important. So this tells students to come up with novel ideas. The next is unconventional thinking. How do I break the standard rules? How do I challenge assumptions? How can I think different? So I think it is very important for students to pick up everything, work on every block which is given here. Design thinking, technology thinking, the principles of design. Is it possible for them to utilize a different material? Is it possible for them to use a particular technology? For example, it could be robotics or sensors. If yes, what will be the job of that sensor, right? So the 9 kinds of thinking which will resolve the problem is here. And they can, work out the methods of doing something, which results into faster, better, simpler, cheaper, greener, smarter, and lighter. by the time the student has explored this, he is encouraged to come with radical solutions. Now imagine the need of the industry and the ability of a student to produce something which is radical. Here is where, that is what we call this, a product market fit. Because innovation is like, a Gigo machine. I mean, we used to know computers as garbage in, garbage out. But I also feel that right from the very word go, a great idea in is great innovation out. So innovation is also a Gigo. Don't struggle. You don't have to struggle all the way. And you can then, select your solutions. So this is how, the guided mind maps, they function. You can, you can fold all the ideas and you can expand all the ideas with one click, one right click, and all the ideas get unfolded, all the ideas get folded. The second mind map in the series is about the design thinking or the human-centered design. Now, when you are talking about a human-centered design, it is very important that, some more people joining in. Good. You have so many principles here, right? Again, which can be expanded. And, we also say that you also refer to the design cube. So the 3D idea generators, you see the design cube over here. The 3D idea generators that we told you to download in first place is here right on your screen. Now, this 3D idea generator is basically designed to attract the students with the gamification of generation of ideas. How can you generate ideas while playing? Because students today, they don't love to read books. And in any case, when you talk about the cognitive flexibility, it is extremely important for us to provide them with a tool which will result in creating some new ideas for them. So this can be, tilted 360 degrees. So if I want to create something new, I can always shuffle the cube. And as I shuffle the cube, I see new permutations and combinations of ideas. And you can shuffle vertically, you can shuffle horizontally. So how is it that you can create something which is new, simpler, and cheaper? Different by combining two technologies, so that the efforts are minimized. The style which also has solutions, but utilizes different material. The size that connects very easily to the mobile phone, and it is self-driven. So the students can take the ideas from here and simply copy and paste on the mind maps. So what you see here is the ideas taken from idea generator on the mind maps. It's very simple. So these are the ideas which have been copied from there. And I can show you, for example, if I just shuffle it, it is programmed for 20 times of the auto shuffling. So as it shuffles, it creates new permutations and combinations of the ideas. And you can actually start and copy any of the ideas over here. For example, you are looking for a word which is called efficient. I can simply pick up my the snipper tool and just say I can make the product much more better and efficient by going on the mind map, and on this list simply enter the new topic comes in, I right click and I simply paste. So the word efficient has come, your main idea on a mind map. So many a times the students would be needing better tools for generating ideas. So this is an example of the idea generator and how it was used for Tata Motors. I can expand this, for example, sensor. So when they found the word sensor on the cube, they copied here. And they say that it is possible to create so many sensors for the Indian market. For example, distance sensor, which calculates the distance and avoids the accident. New technologies, renewable, they said that how to harness the wind, the wind energy which blows across when you're driving the car. Very novel ideas. So this is the power, and this is the relationship between the idea generator and the mind maps. You can shuffle the cube, you can many a times, and as you keep on shuffling, because innovation, you see, is always the fusion of one idea with another. So how can you have cost efficient and user-centered product? You can shuffle this second line, which is also safe. So I get another line over here, right? And I can shuffle it further. I can shuffle it many a times. And there are 12 idea generators like this for different processes, for industry 4.0, for technologies, for materials. Imagine when you are shuffling the cube of the materials and the permutations and combinations you are getting. So it's very important. The first two words over here, which is this hybrid and mechanical. Right? And Toyota created the world's most advanced car, which is the Prius, which is basically nothing but the hybrid of the electric and the mechanical engine. So these two words are very, very important. So that is basically the idea generators. The more you play with that, the more you have fun, the more you use it, you can expand the ideas. So this is basically the connection between idea generator tool and the design mind map that we have shown you. So, but what is design thinking? And many of the students would not know that. So how can we actually help the students in a very systematic way to expand every idea? So what should I combine? 2 products or 3 products together? Should I combine the processes or technologies? What to eliminate? Scarce materials. What to adjust? So the ideas of vertical farming came in because there was the scarcity of space. And space is going to be a major issue. So every idea over here basically can be expanded. And so you find on the mind map the principal idea, the main idea, the sub idea. So the 90% of the innovation is already done for the students. They simply pick up, one thing from here and expand, which makes it very easy even for a layman. Even the student who is very ordinary, because my focus was always not in, trying to make innovation something which is only for the elite few, but in ensuring that innovation can be done by everyone. And that is to transform even most ordinary student into an extraordinary innovator. To me, when we started InnovationNext, we always felt that I think there are many, many ordinary students who do not know. They have ideas, but they do not have the process. Anything in the world, if you put in a process, it actually results, in the systematic output. So if you see the process that we adopt over here is very simple. How do we empower the minds? That was our first, mission. So the idea generators, I would say ready to use guided mind maps with the main topics and the subtopics. And the World Innovation Network, when the mind is empowered with this, you will find that they are actually able to create innovations and the startups. So you can see it's an innovation factory that we have provided to you. So going back to the mind maps once again. So by the time the students, expand these ideas, they come with very novel solutions. I can contract them, fold all of them, and again connected with the World Innovation Network. I can go and see the design section in the World Innovation Network and connect with the design solution providers. So this is, I think, extremely important. Now, if I go and click here, it takes me to the World Innovation Network. And that is extremely important. Now, the beauty of a digital platform is many a times you may not know, who can help you in creating those designs. But I know that since I'm in Gurgaon today, the moment I click here, I can see that these are these companies near me, and I can, click on their websites. So if you are in Noida, you will get to know so many companies who can actually help you to create many of the designs that the students are actually looking for. So you can visit their websites, you can go and explore various options that they have so that it becomes easier for you to navigate. The website is a little slow, but it will definitely load up and then you can see it later on. So this platform that we provide to you enables you to connect with the World Innovation Network platform, and also gives you many ideas that you have here. So please expand these mind maps that we have given to you. Every product is going to become smarter tomorrow. But is there a mind map for smart automobile? Anything for smart retail? I'm interested in smart construction. But what is smart automobile? One click, and I have the complete structure, directions available to me as to what are the requirements of smart automobiles. So if you're working for Bosch, or if you're working for any challenge which Toyota is interested in today, or any challenge that these majors, BMWs and Mercedes want, they're actually interested in these kind of solutions. So smart driving assistance. One of the ideas is immobilize the engine for the drunken drivers. You can have topic number 2 or topic number 3 here. Driver safety systems. Because the vision of smart automobile is basically accident-free driving. So how can you, create sensors for pedestrians, the risk alarm before overtaking, the accident assist features? And it is very simple. These mind maps are customizable. You don't have to be rigid by what is given here. Simply click on the center and add your new idea, topic number 16, 17, 18. You can add new ideas. Now, these ideas may come from idea generators. These ideas could be your own ideas. So, but the basic ideas, they are given over here. But a very important thing is to connect with the World Innovation Network to find out the latest technologies in the smart mobilities today. So how did BMW produce a color-changing car, right? And what is this air car, which is powered by the convertible flying? The latest ideas, you will find that they are over here and regularly being updated. That is extremely important. And these are basically videos where you can actually see how things actually are applied today. How are things moving in the world today? I mean, you talk about imagination and creativity, which is not possible unless students at the mind mapping stage itself see new things. Because mind mapping is a process of generating ideas. And not only that, how can they partner with many of the technology providers? This intelligence is very important. Because that Samsung went to Silicon Valley and partnered with Google, and Nokia was thrown out. Innovation is all about collaborations. So if I want to know various companies today who are entering into the space of, creating the smart automobile solutions, all of them are here, including some disruptive startups. So how can you create a collaboration between them? This is the tool that we had provided to Tata Motors about 3 to 4 years back, and which led to a revolution in the next generation of cars that Tata Motors has come out with. You don't have to do everything on your own. You don't have to develop these technologies. You have to simply partner and create that. I would say the fit between the technology and the market is the real innovation. Many of them are looking for new markets. So the whole idea that we have here is to provide the Silicon Valley to the faculty right on their desktop. You can similarly explore many other innovations about smart products, smart cities, and everything, is connected. One click, and you know what smart cities want. One click, and you know what is happening in the world as far as smart cities are concerned. The whole platform is actually exploratory. So this is the whole idea that of the guided mind maps that we have for you. And the most important thing is it takes you from basically an ideation stage to doing a competitive analysis, so that you're far better than the competition, and competition does not throw you out. How do you evaluate your strengths in terms of the products? What features you have to evaluate? What price factors you have to take into consideration? How do you convert your innovation into a breakthrough? Because as I said, all copy-paste ideas, similar, and they say they don't get funding. I mean, they cannot get funding. And if you have everything which is so similar, it basically, ends up in a surplus economy. And that is what, most of the innovation market that I see is going through right now. Similar products, similar strategies, similar with little bit of variation. But how do I turn it into a breakthrough? First of all, I must look into a major global challenge. The future customer needs, unmet, unperceived, unarticulated, areas ignored by the competition. These are very clear directions for faculty, for researchers, for people who are doing their PhDs. I think you can roll out the complete PhD program, one student, one patent. GNOIT will become one of the first universities in India to ensure that their PhD programs, they result into at least one patent in the duration. Once you provide these tools to them, how do you anticipate the future trends? What new values you bring in? Will it exceed industry norms? So if the battery life of a car is, let us say, 500 kilometers, would it make it 2000 kilometers? Can you reduce the price of that battery to 1/5? Those will be disruptions. And I think this is what is something that is needed. So very clear directions on every aspect of it. How do I create a business model? I can simply, go to the business model mind mapping template. Will it be cost leadership? Will it be differentiation? If design, then what design? Will it be value? And let me tell you, a great innovation does not guarantee you a success, and you have seen that in the case of Tata Nano. It is extremely important that the students or faculty. Now, the role of the faculty is completely changed to mentoring now. You don't have to train students anymore because they are the next generation. They are used to working on apps and tools. What will be the focus? While everything about Nano was good, but their markets segments, they had a right segment, but they did not go to the proper market and demographics. And by the time they did that, every big company was making a smaller car. So you can work out on creating business models. Go to the next point. which is about go-to-market strategies. Expand these mind maps, sources of funding. So venture capital or angel investment is not the end of the world. Although we have given you all the sources of funding here, connected to World Innovation Network links. But you can see the various MNCs, the whole lot of corporate venture companies. They are far better than the venture capital companies who behave like Shylocks. And they're very greedy for the equity. I click here and it takes me to World Innovation Network. So there are 270 corporate venture companies, curated, a curated list in every sector. So if you have created a startup, can you imagine that, the companies like Toyota, they want to fund that startup today. And in a very win-win way, they will provide you better deals. They will scale it up. They will globalize. One click, I can go inside. And the students can submit the pitch deck, submit pitch, right here from the online platforms of all these corporate venturing companies. So you can simply, share your pitch with the Toyota Ventures by just clicking here. That is the power of the package. You can see the package, in sharp contrast to the time when we used to send the letters by post and suddenly email came in. I think the pandemic has thrown us forward by at least about 10 years, and digital mindsets are going to be here. So it is very important for us to use these digital changes, which even these companies have come out with, that the universities today do not know. Many of the students today, will be interested in technology startups. And sorry, but before that, have a look at this platform that Toyota has created, and how many of these companies today are actually funding you, right from so Robert Bosch does not only have the open accelerator platform, they also have ventures. They have created a special fund. You can go to Daimler, the Volvo Group. Look, just one click, and you are inside, the organization which is actually the Volvo Group venture capital funding in so many areas and ideas in the future. So all I want to tell you was that, it's not just about the accelerator. It is also about many of these companies today, who are looking for funding, and they are very, very important. So these ideas that you see here are very important from the point of view of getting the funds. And it is not just in the automotive sector, the healthcare sector. Can you imagine the billions of dollars of funds which have been created by these organizations today? And they're scouting for the startups who have created some traction with the customers. So whether it is Leaps by Bayer, or whether it is Merck Ventures, or whether it is Roche Ventures, all of these companies. So this is actually the platform that provides you with all the support in the future journeys, and it is extremely important. Now, just one second. Let me close all this. So this is basically the whole platform that we had, and a very important part is the technology mind maps, which I would just like to discuss with you also. The robotic applications that you want to create today. The students today don't have to struggle. Are they interested in domestic usage of robots? Expand. And if they get another idea, please write it out here. Do they want to go for manufacturing? They can just click here and see so many ideas, or in agriculture. But the good part is, as I say always, that the World Innovation Network, the trends of robotics. And the previous channel, which talks about so many robotic solution providers. It's not just about the robots, but the way robots are going to be used or are being used in the future. So this is basically the robotic cop or a security person, which is basically made for the colonies. So many of these ideas, and drones, for example, the policy of drones has just now come out with. Simply go over here, not just about the applications, but the drone mind map stimulates your imagination once you click here and see technologies on the World Innovation Network. So how are the firefighting drones working? How this company is resolving the whole logistic issue. Is it possible to partner with this organization? Right? So Elroy Air, for example, you can go and see these videos that you have to. There are many of these, in a curated list available. But a very important part, as I said, is the drone section that connects you with the drone solution providers. The technology and the market must meet. So Elroy Air, their website is here. If you want to partner with any company which is in the seed for reforestation, or any company which is into mining, solutions for the drones, one click on their website. I think this is our main research, which reduces your research time. So if you're working for any kind of a mining solution that can be created and how these companies are helping, you can actually go and see this. So all these mind maps are basically connected with the World Innovation Network platform. Many of the students who do not know what is AR and VR can simply go here and expand to see how the virtual stores are made, how it is helping in virtual fashion, how it is helping in transportation and logistics. But a better thing is for you to find out the imagination, you can simply go and see how virtual stores are being created by going on that link. So this gives a great amount of idea to them as to how AR, VR is being used. So that's the power, that we have. Wearable technologies, how wearable is being used in the area of sports, in the area of healthcare, in the area of military. They don't have any ideas. So this mind map does not give you the struggle to create ideas. You have to simply find out an application of the idea. And it is not expected from the students to generate so many ideas because their knowledge is not that unlimited. So anybody today who wants to pick up a wearable technology for the Indian Army soldiers, he can get so many ideas from here. So wearable is not just about a smart watch. I think the Indian industry, they need so many wearable technologies and their workers are so unsafe. The protective devices in every industry, can somebody study? The helmets for the coal miners, which don't exist today, the smart helmets I'm talking about, how can they make the improvements in the whole aviation sector? So the one click, if you still do not get ideas, you are on the World Innovation Network platform that tells you that a company today has created a wearable air conditioner, which is like a headphone. So your imagination starts working. I think that is the power of the whole package that we provide to you. And it's very, very important. The more you explore, what is health tech? If I tell a student to come up with an idea on health technology today, I think, he will look here and there. But the moment I say that, you please see these ideas which are there, the health tech and robotics, or go back and tell me the health tech, and how AI is being used over there. The preventive healthcare is more important today. predictive analytics, the way it can be done, the virtual nursing assistants and the apps that you can prepare, the preliminary diagnosis, the other ideas, which are so important here, in a click of a, mouse. And how is health tech being used by the drones today? So straight hospital to home, the straight delivery of vaccinations. There could be similar ideas that he can come to improve upon that. So in a fraction of a second, the various applications of technologies which are here can be used by the students to come out. Let us say in IoT, for example, you can simply click and it says how IoT is being used in healthcare, how you can iterate, how you can combine with another services, how you can truly develop a transformative ideas by combining all these services together, maybe by connecting with the Alexa, many of them. So my suggestion is that please use it and see the World Innovation Network for the recent updates on the smart health tech that we have provided to you, and how the whole medical world has completely changed in the last few years, and how the smart health solution providers are there. So the smart health solution providers and smart health startups, anywhere that you want to go, is available to you on one click, right? Well, I think I've taken a little bit more time because we started, little late at about 11:10 or 11:15. But I've taken about an hour to explain to you everything which is available to you on this one platform. Everything that you saw is available to you in different sections. For example, if you do not want to go through mind maps and simply want to go through technology, see the technology section, drone technology and solution providers, robotic trends and solution providers. So everything is basically given to you here. If you want to see the other sections, they're all here. The global innovation challenges in section number 6. The venture capital, in section number 8, open innovation platform of the companies, accelerators of energy companies that you saw, renewable energies, everything, all the accelerators are here. The corporate venturing companies are here that you saw. One click and you go inside. So very simple. I mean, we connected with the mind map so that students never miss on any of the important sections. Not just that, even section number 10, connecting your organization to the Indian companies. So if you want to connect with Aditya Birla Group today and their business challenges, you can simply go and see the challenges that Aditya Birla has to offer to you, and see how they are having their open innovation ecosystem. So that's the power of the package. If you want to see Tata Innoverse, Maruti, and students want to collaborate with them in India, all these open platforms will provide tremendous amount of guidance and support, which unfortunately was missing so far in the universities. I thank you all for your very patient listening and going through being present in such large numbers today. I thank everybody, and in case if you have any questions, but I just suggest one thing, that please explore this for at least about 6 to 7 days. It's not very complicated. It's not rocket science. It's simplification. And explore the mind maps, explore the idea generators, explore the World Innovation Network, the purpose they are linked with the mind maps. And the more you get used to it, the more you will be able to provide better guidance to your students. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I truly appreciate the kind of, the presentation you have shown to us. And I think that every participant must be getting the lot of enrichment out of the mind box which you have shown, especially in the various mind maps that we have created in every field where they may be interested, or maybe their students which they can line up and showcase some good things. So I'd like to invite some of the participants, if they want to have an interaction with our guest of the day, Praveen sir. Any one of you?
Sure.
Any participant would like to come in front and speak to him?
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Ji,
Rajiv sir.
Hello, sir. It was really a nice, the presentation and the world innovation network. These word is very, the today's world, a buzzword. And really, sir, you have given us a great information regarding all these things. Sir, the question is that suppose the students are having some problems which is not related to or which is not in the scope of your whatever this World Innovation Network, then in that case, what he will do?
Yeah,
What's it?
good question. And as I said, that the mind maps that we have given to you does not necessarily mean that they have to only go through the challenges of the industry. They can even put their own problem over here. You can simply delete over here and write whatever problem you have, which could be X, Y, Z, right? So if he wants to work on his own problem, he can simply write it here. This is only an additional linkages we have given because many of the ideas of the students, they do not have the better product and market fit. They are not original ideas. And they do not relate to the needs of the industry. But if you want to ignore these two, it is very easy. I mean, you simply don't go and click on this link. That's all. So you can write your own problem, which is XYZ, instead of going to the MNC link. It's very simple.
Yes, sir. So sometimes what happens, students are having many ideas, but they don't know, they himself or herself don't know what idea will and click and what is the age of this idea, up to how long it will last, whether it will be applicable or not. So in that connection, he or she may write to you with the features you have shown here at XYZ, where you have written XYZ. So definitely will. But I think you have shown one of the platform where idea itself can be sold. Can be given to somebody which is from that very specialization or field.
True.
So,
True. But for that, you have to at least ensure that the student has used the design mind mapping template to convince Bosch of the problem that he has resolved and what is his design solution, because the proof of concept cannot come unless you have worked on a design template, right? So these directions will be very useful for the students who do not have any ideas on design innovations today. So you can, yeah,
at least they can start from here. They will not go from right from the sketch, but definitely start from somewhere at a particular, this platform.
absolutely. So if you say, let us say, lightweighting of the cars, they can simply write the word over here or any problem that they want to resolve today. So this is going to be the starting point. So if they want to, they cannot, start without a problem or a need. So the first mind map that says that, how do you analyze the whole analytical thinking platform, the creative thinking platform that we have provided, right? The unconventional thinking. I mean, the problem is that they think that, see, innovation is like, I would always say that, it's like a building. You cannot say that I have this idea and that is what is their innovation. Innovation is like, starting from developing a foundation to creating a construction later on. But the foundation starts from the basic idea. So this will tell them, how they can apply design thinking. This will tell them how they can apply unconventional thinking or a technology solution to resolve this problem, right? So we always suggest that, the students, they expand them. It is not necessary for them to use all. If this is not applicable, they can simply delete, right? This gets deleted. If this is not applicable, delete this portion. But your mind map is something which is going to be very important for you to at least come up with the solutions which are very important. You want another idea to be added, these are customizable. So you can add another topic. So I would suggest that, the students start using them. and develop their new products and solutions based on the expandable mind maps, customizable mind maps.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this informative session.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rajiv sir. Anyone else who would like to contribute or would like to, have some words with the Praveen sir? Anyone from computer science department? Electronics? So I think the queries can be taken separately from like one-to-one. We'll float the mail IDs and other, contact details of yours, Praveen sir, if you permit us.
Yeah, you please collate. I mean, if they do not have, the faculty does not have any queries now,
Ji, sir.
they can write to you.
Ji.
And if they have any download issues or whatever it is, I will share the video link with you, which you can share with everybody. They can again go through, so that before they ask any queries, first of all, they should also see the video once again to understand everything. Yeah, but immerse and feel free to ask any questions. I'll be very happy. Must thank everybody for your most valuable time on a Saturday, which happens to be a weekend. And thank you, Dr. Dheeraj, for your cooperation and all support in organizing this event. Wish you all the best, and we look forward.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I thank all the participants, and once again, I thank our respected director, sir, Dr. Dheeraj Gupta, sir, and the entire management team who has been working hard to bring this platform to us. Thank you once again, Rajiv sir and Praveen sir. And I will also thank our Jay Bhadwa sir, who was continuously in touch with me to make this presentation today happen. And thank you so much, Jay sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all the participants.
Yes, thank you, Jay, for organizing this, and wish everybody all the best. Please feel free to ask any questions that you have on this session, and have a good day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.